Hi guys and welcome to a new series here of Football Manager 2018. I'll describe what we're about to see in front of us here. We currently have the Ajax squad sorted by potential. So what's going on here? As you can see, this is episode 0 of an Ajax Let's Play, so no action in this one. We're just going to do a quick, maybe 5 minutes or so, running through the concept of this new Let's Play and having a little review of the squad that we're going to be taking this journey with. So, somebody mentioned to me that it might be interesting to play through a career, a couple of seasons, maybe a bit more, with a team where we don't sign anyone, where we purely work with the lads that come through the youth development. And I figured Ajax would be a good team for this. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell players, of course. Big teams are going to come calling. We're going to have to sell players. You can already see a couple of our youngsters here are wanted by the big teams. So that will come, and what we'll do is invest that into the facilities, with the idea being that we'll be able to compete in European football, dominate Dutch football, purely with youngsters that come through the youth ranks. So that's the idea behind this series, okay? We're going to be playing this. This will be like the Rangers series. This will be every single game, week to week, we're going to play. So this is a proper, intensive Let's Play we're going to do. And we're going to do it with Ajax. Now, looking at our squad here, we've got so many players with 4-star plus potential. So let's just run through a couple of them. We're not going to be able to look at all of them, we don't have the time, but here we go. 21-year-old Colombian, Luis Orejuela. By the way, pronunciations, no entirely sure, I'm just going to go with what I think. Luis Orejuela, 21-year-old, looks like a great player. He's 3 stars currently, potential 5-star ability. He'll be right in as a right back. Decent physicals, decent mentals, decent technical and everything. He'll go up, he'll be sold out. At the beginning, there will be some players obviously who've been signed in. I mean, if we look at Orejuela there, he's obviously coming in from Colombia, Deportivo Cali for 3.3 million, so he's technically not a youth academy graduate, but we're going to have to face this in over time. I can't just get rid of everybody who's not a youth academy graduate right away. We would not have any chance in the league. Dennis Johnson, just coming in from Heerenveen. He's a Norwegian youngster, 19 years old, good winger stats, can cross, can dribble, bit of flair, bit of pace about him as well. So he also 5-star potential, 2.5-star current ability just now. Obviously everybody knows about Delight if they're a Football Manager player. An excellent centre back. He'll play already, 17 years of age, and he'll already play. He's already wanted by Monaco, PSG, West Brom, it's a bit of an outlier, and Arsenal, so he's an excellent player. Justin Kluivert, of course, Patrick Kluivert's son. Winger, good winger stats, pace, dribbling, good first touch, flair. Okay at crossing, maybe needs a bit of work on that one, but a good player. He doesn't have great ability in any particular role, so he kind of needs to find out what he is. Play on the right, play on the left as a winger actually, where he is very good. He can play up front as well, but again, doesn't really know what he is. So we've got a chance to mould him into what we want him to be. Kasper Dolberg, of course, is an excellent complete forward already. Wonder kid, bona fide wonder kid. Wanted by Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern, so an excellent player we'll need to keep hold of. We've got David Neres as well, another one of these kind of wide men who doesn't really know what he is. He's an inside forward rated on this, but he can also play on the other side as a winger. He can play up top, false 9. So he's a really good player, again, who we can mould and develop. Ziyech, obviously 24-year-old, is already a great player. He's wanted by a bunch of the big teams as well. Andre Onana, the goalkeeper, likewise, great player we can develop a bit. Donny van de Beek, another great player, wanted by the big teams, Milan, Paris, Bayern, Roma. So another great player, hard-working midfielder, and he's exactly that. He'll be right into the midfield, only 20 years of age as well, but he'll be right into the midfield. 3.5-star, 4.5 potential. There's just so many of them. I mean, Frankie de Jong, 20 years of age, great potential there, 3 stars current ability, 4.5 potential. There's just so many of them. I mean, even Daley Sinkgraven, who's one of the more senior players at 21 years of age, 3.5 current, 4.5 potential. Another midfielder, he can play down the left, pretty much every position down the left. He can play just behind the strikers, and a very versatile player, Sinkgraven. Vaclav Cherny, another one of these wide guys, can play on the left or on the right. Only 19-year-old Czech player, 3 stars current, 4.5. And again, there's more of them. If you look at the B team as well, there's tons of them in the B team. Zifwik Deovezio Zefweek, I would call him. 19 years old, good physical stats, good mental stats. Needs a little work technically there, a defensive fullback. Only 2-star current potential, but 5 stars potential. Can also play centre back. Needs a bit of work on the technical side of being a centre back, but he is a tall lad and he can jump, so he could be converted to that. Already 10 first touch, 10 passing. So if you tried to train him up as a ball player, he could certainly be a competent ball playing defender. There's just so much potential in this Ajax team. Kaiser Huis is, again, not sure how you pronounce it, but he just looks solid all round already at 19 years of age. 5-star potential. Shea Nunnally, winger, pace, lots of acceleration, bit of pace, flair, can cross the ball, can dribble, first touch, a good out and out winger on that right hand side, can also play as an inside forward off the left. There's just so many of them. Jumping down to the under 19s, we've got them there as well. Right back, Julian Maduro. Well, actually, he's more of a centre back according to this. He's a kind of tall lad. He can jump a bit, but he's only 16 years of age, by the way. So looking at these stats, at 16, he can really develop. Determination 14, obviously a big decider on how a player develops. We've got Oliver Horvath here. Bit of pace as well, dribble, cross, flair, first touch, only 16 as well. So there's so many players that we can work with already. Finances we're not really caring about. I was actually looking for facilities there. So if we have a look at this, training facilities are excellent. The youth facilities are superb. We have exceptional junior coaching and extensive youth recruitment. So basically what we want to get to, we want to invest money. For example, youth facilities, we want state-of-the-art youth facilities, state-of-the-art training facilities. We want to use the money to get those training facilities right the way up. So basically that is the overview for this in terms of the players and the facilities. Tactically, got a couple of thoughts on the tactics here. I've played on Football Manager 2017 with a tactic similar to this. Those of you who've seen our Let's Plays on Football Manager 17 will recognise this shape to the team. I've not really tried it out so far on Football Manager 18, but possibly we'll take a look at playing with that. We've obviously got traditional 4-2-3-1 wide there, and in case we come up against the likes of Barca or anything, I'm going to experiment a little bit with something that looks a bit like this. Flat 4 across the middle, 3 at the back, some wing backs. Maybe the wing backs can overload these guys in the middle, and it's just a thought at this moment. I've never been able to defend properly in this game, really. I've never been able to bed in against a big team and try and pinch something, so I'm still working on that. I'm still working on trying to get a tactic that's difficult to break down and beat, so try something a bit like this. It might be a bit limited in its options going forward, but again, let's just try something, see what we can do. So that's it in terms of the tactics, the team, the facilities, of course. If we look here at our schedule, we will be back relatively soon, actually. In July, we have a Champions Cup qualifier there on the 26th. We don't know who we're going to be playing yet. Some friendly stuff to go on before then. I don't foresee anybody being sold or anything. We'll probably start the season with the team that we've just run through, unless there's a ridiculous bid. You know, somebody comes in for Donny van de Beek with like 60 million quid or something. We'll be taking that to invest in the facilities. But anyway, that's just an overview to let you guys know what's coming up with the Ajax series here. We've run a bit over 5 minutes now, but just wanted to do a really quick one, episode 0, to let you guys know what we're going to do. I'm going to do this in future, I think, with any new series we start. Just do an episode 0 to let you guys know what's coming up. And then next time we'll come out with episode 1, as I say, will be the Champions Cup games. We'll get to see the team in action. We'll review some of the friendly games we've been playing. I don't put any stock really into friendlies whatsoever, but we'll have a little look and see how any of the youngsters have been getting on that we bring into the side. And depending on who we actually get in the qualifiers, we might play some of those youngsters from the B team or maybe even the 19s. And we'll see how we get on. But that's the Ajax series that we're going to be doing. That's the theory behind it, the thinking process behind it. I hope you guys are excited for this series, interested to see what happens. If you are, if you're pumped up for the series, please drop a like on the video below. It really does help. And obviously, subscribe to the channel, because you're going to want to be following the Ajax series, of course, when it kicks off proper, which will be very, very shortly. But yeah, thank you for watching today, and I will see you next time when we play our Champions League qualifier.